everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am so excited to head out to our front porch. I am going to do some summer and Americana decorating out there, and I hope to give you guys lots of inspiration and motivation for the upcoming summer season. Normally I would wait and do my patriotic decor out on my front porch a little bit closer to Memorial Day. It is the only place in my house that I am going to be putting patriotic decor this year, just because my baby is coming in June and I don't want to have to worry about taking all of that down after the 4th, because I'm probably still going to be really focused on a brand new newborn. I really do want to at least put some somewhere, and I think the front porch is a great place to do that. So we're going to do that today. Like I mentioned, I normally do it a little bit closer to Memorial Day, but that is going to be really close to when I expect baby to arrive, and I really want to be able to focus on that closer to that time. So we are going to get it done a little bit early. My neighbors are probably going to think I'm a little bit crazy, but such is life. I'm doing this a little bit earlier than I normally would. It's about 9:20, 9:15 in the morning right now. We have a wasp issue. Not necessarily an issue yet. We do have traps out, but they are definitely out earlier than I would normally expect to see them. So I'm hoping by getting out earlier before it gets too warm. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. 70 degrees is the high, and I just don't want to be out there when there are wasps or hornets out, because I don't like them. I'm kind of afraid of them. That's not what we want. We want to stay away from those. I don't intend on spraying for spiders, and I just intend on cleaning the front door. There shouldn't be much cleaning necessary this go around. I don't even know if the door needs it, but I'm gonna do it to be thorough. But I'm not spraying for spiders. I don't expect them to be a big deal this summer like they were last summer. Usually, you know, every 2 to 3 years is when we have like a big spider explosion. So that was last year. This year should be better, and I did spray in the spring, so I think that should be good enough. And if I need to spray later on in the season, I'll do that. Not gonna worry about it today. So we are going to head outside. I'm gonna get all set up, and then we are gonna start taking this spring decor down and putting up some fun summer Americana decor. Let's get started. Like I mentioned, I'm just taking all the spring items down first. I am keeping the white box out, and the fern will stay in its current position also. I just didn't move those. I did do a little sweeping, but there wasn't much to sweep away, to be honest. I only really swept by the front door. There's just a lot of debris that gets stuck back there due to some winds that we can get here. We're kind of in the foothills, or by the foothills of the Cascade Mountains, and we can get some pretty decent winds occasionally, and it just pushes everything back there with nowhere to go. I also wiped down the door quickly as well. always love to put a nice front porch sign out to start with. This one is one that I made using my Cricut. I've had it for years. It is double-sided with a more generic summer message on the other side. After that, I added in these wood pillar firecrackers, which I also made using my Cricut a few years ago. I'm debating whether it's something I want to continue using after this year. I just like to change things up a little bit from time to time, but I really love how they look here against the bright green of the fern. I actually think all the red, white, and blue looks spectacular against it. My fern is still pretty small, but it has actually grown a ton since I first placed it here in the spring. I expect it to grow so much more during the summer months as the temperatures get consistently higher, and I'm pretty convinced at this point that ferns are just about the only plant that I've been able to consistently grow well. Maybe I'm just a fern person, but I'm excited to see how big it gets. I did put my lanterns back out as well. I wasn't intending on cleaning them, but the bottom of the insides were pretty gross looking, and the smaller one had a lovely mud splatter on the front from I don't know where, so I did do a quick clean of the dirtiest areas. The rest of it looked in pretty good shape, so I'll probably wait until fall to do a more thorough cleaning of them. Inside the bigger one, I just placed a metal bucket and some American flags. I'm a tiny bit worried they might blow away, but I think inside the lantern there's less chance of that happening. Burlap American flag wreath is from Hobby Lobby. I got it a few years ago, but it is a staple part of their 4th of July collection every year. They do have this more vintagey looking burlap one again this year, as well as what appears to be, to me, a brighter version that looks like it has more of a white type of base material underneath. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I did try to get it up on the door without pulling out my ladder again, but clearly I failed miserably. For my layering rug, I used this red and white checked one from Hobby Lobby. They also have the same one in a navy blue and white if you would prefer a pop of blue rather than red. I love the rugs they sell like this. They usually have some kind of colorway in this material for every seasonal collection, and they are just so durable. I wash them each season in my washing machine, and it hasn't damaged any of them yet, even though I've had some of them for quite a few years. I think this is my third one that I've gotten in a variety of colors. So that is all for today's video. I really like how it turned out. I really got the opportunity to do a little bit more out here than I normally would, simply because I don't have to worry about putting any patriotic decor or leaving any decor available for inside the house. So I love how it turned out. I'm going to enjoy this while it is out. And normally I put out some faux florals or something out here, but this time I decided to let my plants speak for themselves, though they do need watering. We had kind of a hot weekend this past weekend, and I was awful and didn't water as often as I should have, so I need to water them. They're probably pretty desperate for water, so I gotta take care of that when I'm done here. If you did enjoy today's video, or you just like decorating videos in general, definitely give it a like or a thumbs up down below if you haven't already. And I would also love if you would consider subscribing to the channel. I would be so blessed and honored to have you guys stick around a while and join me here as part of my YouTube family. I am looking forward to seeing you guys in my next video. I want to do an Americana tablescape. That's probably the only other patriotic decor video that I'm going to be doing, but I am really excited. I've got a lot of new things to use for a really fun red, white, and blue tablescape, so definitely be sure to check that out. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in that video. Bye for now.